welcome to Luminate at Home. My name is Chris and I am here to be your artist for this session. Us here at Luminate have been a bit worried about you all in self-isolation, so we're sorry we cannot be out to see you, but I'm sure you understand the reasons why. Now, as you might be stuck inside, we thought you might need something to do to entertain yourself, to get away from this boredom that you might be facing. So I've come up with a wee idea of a wee art activity for you to do. I hope you're going to join in. Now, as this is a video, you're free to stop us at any time or rewind us if you're unsure of what I've said. If you need something to be repeated, you just pause us, go back. If you need to collect anything at any time, just pause it, get a cup of tea or collect some materials. Feel free to do that, okay? So here's the plan. I've been trying to think of something that we can make that you might have access to materials in your house already. Now, hopefully, if you're anything like me, you're probably going to get junk mail in the post. And if you live in the area that I live in, you might even have a big burgundy bin these days that you have to put all scrap paper into. I'm going to need you to find some scrap paper. It could be magazines, it could be leaflets, you get your shop magazine things, leaflets that you can get from hospitals. Make sure, obviously, it's stuff that you don't need before you start cutting them up. I've got old magazines here. I think this is an old women's weekly one from 1985 or something that I got from my granny at some point. Old calendars, newspapers, books, anything that you don't need. Of course, you could use takeaway menus, but again, you might need them, so be careful. Make sure it's the ones at the restaurant that you're not too sure about. But again, you can use them perfectly fine. I'm also going to need you to try and find something to cut with. Now, that can either be scissors, good old-fashioned scissors, bigger the better, whatever you're able to handle. Maybe not nail scissors, they're a bit small, a bit fiddly for what we're after. If you've got a Stanley knife, that'll do the job. Obviously, be very, very careful if you're using the Stanley knife. Same with anything, any sharp items, please be careful. I'm not there with you to keep an eye on you. I really want you to keep the fingers on your hands. If you are using the Stanley, obviously you're going to need something underneath you to cut with, to stop you cutting your table underneath, to protect your surface, basically. Bit of card, bit of wood, chopping board. I've got a cutting mat here specifically for that. Some of you might even have a thing called a circle cutter, right? This is actually a paper cutter that's on a slide rule. You might also need a ruler, that'll be useful. Something that you can wrap something round. Pen, pencil, paintbrush, knitting needle, crochet hook, anything like that that's fairly small and round. Maybe not a wooden spoon because they can be quite thick. So something smaller like a biro or a pencil, something like that. We need something that you can stick with. So sellotape is the ideal choice for this. If not sellotape, glue. Good old Pritt stick will do the job. You can obviously use other things. Staples you could use. Good old or double-sided sticky tape, but it is a pain to get the paper off if you've not got the nails. Avoid. It's good for some things, but for this, good old sellotape. So I need you to go and have a rummage in your house. You're looking for tape, paper, scissors, pen, ruler. Okay? Now this is the time where you're able to pause me and go have a rummage and put a couple on at the same time, so you've got a couple while you're doing this. So off you go, pause me, and go find paper, scrap paper or card, not cereal box though, that could be quite tricky. Glue, but preferably sellotape. Now, you might have some hidden in beside your Christmas stuff, right? I'm not fussed if it's got, don't open till the 25th of December. I am not fussed. As long as it's sellotape, that will do the job. Ruler, pen or a pencil, something round you can wrap things round. As I say, paintbrush, knitting needle, anything like that will do the job. Now, what are we going to make? Hopefully you've come back with your stuff and you go, right, I've got this, what are we doing? Well, you see, I've heard that there's children here who are putting pictures of rainbows in their windows for other children who are going out getting exercise in their social distancing thing, for them to see, because obviously they're not at school anymore. And I thought, well, if the children can do this to entertain themselves, why can't we do that too? So I thought, why don't we make something that we can hang on our windows? Now, at the moment, as many of you are self-isolating, you might not be able to get relatives round to visit you, and some of them might actually be seeing you through the glass window. So that if we can make something that we can hang up in the window, it shows that we're being active, we're being creative, and we're showing a bit of love to them that, you know, we are making things and we're doing okay. So it's a nice sunny day today, blue skies. It's rare in Scotland, I know, believe me. It's very rare that we have a sunny, fairly warm-ish day. The birds are singing, and as I know, the magpies are making their nests because they are nicking the stuff out of my hanging baskets. They're getting the threads for their nest. They do it to me every year. I wish I would learn my lesson because I'm forever losing my pansies out of my hanging baskets because they keep stealing my threads, the cunning little so-and-sos. So, as the birds are making the nest, and it's springtime, the plants are coming out, the gardens are beginning to bloom. You may see my lovely roses behind me here. Oh, it's the other side. Oh, not very good. I couldn't do the weather. I thought we could maybe make some wee birdies. And the wee birdies that we could then hang up at the windows. So look. Here's a wee birdie, can you see it? Yep, put it on my hand there. I'll show you a green one, it might be easier for you to see. There we go. So we're just going to be using the scrap card or the scrap paper, right, to make our wee birdie. And all we're needing is to make strips of paper. We're needing 1, 2, 3 to make the body and the tail, and then we're just needing 1 to make the head. Okay? That's what we are after. And then we're going to try and see how many we can make, and then we're going to hang them up at the windows to just spread a little bit of springtime love to everybody. Okie doke, so we're going to need some scrap paper or some scrap card. Now, as I say, I've got choices here. What shall I use today? Right, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a bit of card because it'll be easier for you to see what I'm up to. Okay, so I've got a bit of scrap card. You might have a craft supplies, you might have this already if you're doing card making or anything like that. You might already have some stuff like this. So go and get some of that, and we're going to have to cut strips of it. Now, if you look at the green birdie I've got here, my wee green tit, whatever you want to call it, see the thickness of that? That's roughly 2 centimetres, so nearly about 1 inch thick. So we're going to need 4 strips made that are going to be 1 inch thick, or 2 centimetres, roughly 2 centimetres thick. So this is where you're going to need your ruler or something to measure with. Measuring tape will do the job. Something, a ruler or a straight line. Okay, something that can give you a straight edge. A book, a chopping board, anything that will give you a straight edge. So I'm going to use my mat here. Now I've got a cutter. Now I'm going to use this one purely for the fact that I've got a time limit on this video. Obviously I'm going to show you what you guys can do. So if you get your ruler, you're going to measure down 2 centimetres and you're going to make a mark at the edge with your pen or your pencil, right? So we're going to mark down 2 centimetres from the top. There we go, at one side, right? Same at the other side. 2 centimetres down, a wee mark, right? So I've got 2 points. I've got a point here and I've got a point here. Right, so I'm then going to get my ruler, I'm going to join the dots up. Now I know you can't see what I'm doing, I'm going to hold it up afterwards, don't you worry. Now remember, at any point I'm going too fast, or you just want a breather, pause me, rewind the video, go back to the start if you need to, okay? Don't worry, take your time at this, there is no rush, okay? It's just do things at your own pace. So I've now joined the dots up, and I've got a line. Now what we're going to need is, as I say, we're going to need 4 strips of the same length. So from the same bit of paper, we're going to need 4 the same. Now I'm just going to use my cutter just now, just to make it a bit quicker, because obviously we're filming it. But you can measure down, so measure down your 2 centimetres. So do it from underneath the one that you've got. Measure down the 2 centimetres, do your dots at either end, and join your lines up, okay? So we're going to join the lines up, and we've got a straight line from one dot to the other side, to the other dot. Right, and then you're going to do the same again for me, underneath again, dot to either end, 2 centimetres down, join the dots up, straight line across. Then again, underneath it again, 2 wee dots, 2 centimetres down, 1 on either side, and then we go, get the ruler, draw the line, across we go. So then you should end up, I've got 3 strips here. Have you got 3 strips or have you got 4? You're going to need 4, so make sure you've got 4, okay? So you're going to do it again if you need be, because I can't count, because I'm trying to do 2 things at once. Dots and dots, across we go. Draw your line. Get ready. Now, get your scissors. Big doodads. Up through your line you go. As I say, I've cut mine out. So you obviously know how to use scissors. Use them safely. Everything that you do, please use them safely. I am not there to keep an eye on you, unfortunately. Right? So I can't say, oi, Betty, careful, okay? I need you to watch what you're doing. Keep your fingers safe. We're going to need them, okay? So use your scissors. As I say, the longer ones are probably better. Or if you're using your Stanley knife, please be careful. Be sensible, people, please. Okay? So now, hopefully, we've got 4 strips. Oh, I can't pick mine up. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? All the same length. Okie dokie. Doesn't matter if they're the same colour. Doesn't matter if they're all different. Right? Doesn't matter as long as it's the same kind of paper that you cut it from. Right? Don't worry about the colour. We're using junk mail. Right? That's the reason for it. So we're going to need, let's go back to our wee green birdie. 1, 2, 3 bits for the tail and the body. And then we're going to need the last 4th bit for the head and the beak. Right, I'm sorry I'm covering my mouth there, that's why I moved over. Okay, so the head and the beak's going to be the last 4th strip. So we're going to start with the body and the tails. So here we go. 1, 2, 3 strips. 1, 2, 3 strips. We're going to put them one on top of the other. So 1, 2, 3. Right? Make sure they kind of meet up at the top. Okay, so I've got 1, 2, 3 all on top of each other. This is where you're going to need your pen, knitting needle, anything that you can roll with. Okay, so we're going to roll it from the top, up and over and down. Now, because I've used card, this is quite thick to do this, because I've got all 3 together. If you're finding that a struggle to keep it tight, do it individually. So just do one bit at a time. See, that's already came undone. Right? You can just do one bit at a time, so it's thinner. Right? And we're just rolly all the way down, and this is just to help us roll it. Okay? So I've done one, I'm letting it go. We end up with a E, which we're doing for you. E, right? Sorry, I'm doing phonetics with my daughter just now. So we're doing a lot of E's and I's and all this. Right, so I'm just going to do my second one. Whee! And then I'll do the third one. Here we go, down it goes. To the bottom, off we go, right, all the way down. La, 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 la. Right, 1, 2, 3 E's. Right, 3 E's. So, we are needing to join them all back together again. This is a bit tricky, this. Apologies, folks. The camera decided to fall down off the tripod. That's not very useful, is it? You need to know what's going on. You can't look at my table. That's no useful. Oh, technology, didn't work with it. Right, here we go. What are we trying to make? Right, we're trying to make our little bird here. So, because I've used the card here, I'm going to use this bit as the middle. Okay, the really curvy bit. Looks like a seashell now, isn't it? Right, we're going to wrap it around. We're doing this fairly loosely, so it's going to be the belly of our wee birdie, right? And I'm going to leave lengths at the end, okay? Because that's going to be our tail feathers, so we need that left off. Now, see this part down here, where the body meets the bottom of the tail? That's where the feet would be, right? That is where we're going to glue it, or we're going to stick the sellotape, okay? That's where we need it to be. Now, silly me, forgot to tell you to cut the sellotape if you're using sellotape. So what I'm going to do is get a clothes peg, and I'm just going to hold it in place just now, right? Now, if you don't have a clothes peg, because I forgot to tell you to get a clothes peg, because, you know, silly me. Remember, you can pause this button. Remember when I said you can pause it if you need to go get anything? Pause it now, come back. It's not going to matter if you let this go, and we just do it again. So I'm going to put this down, okay? And I'm going to get my sellotape. First challenge, find the end of your sellotape. Aye, that's always the first challenge. Thankfully, I folded it over. I learnt my lesson, you see that? So I'm going to cut strips off my sellotape. A couple of inches maybe. Maybe 2 inches. And 2 inches. And 2 inches, because I'm probably going to need a few bits. Now this is an inch thick tape. right? But I need to cut it up lengthways as well to make it thinner, because I just find it easier because we're rolling the paper. This is going to be easier. And I'm going to make a stash of it at the bottom of my table. So I've got my wee lens here, and obviously stick it wherever you need to stick it to get access to it. You know, you can stick it on top of the sellotape, wherever you need it to be. Okay, I'm just going to finish this last one here. There we go. Right. Now we've got sellotape and we're ready, because, you know, silly me forgot to do that first. Now, take the peg back off. I'm still holding it tight to make sure things aren't moving. Now, we'll look at the green bird. See this bit in the middle here? That's supposed to be a wing, or, you know, like the belly of a robin, things like that. So these bits that are in the middle, we're going to pull them down, squash it. You see that? And that's instantly made that shape that's a bit like a wing. So I'm now going to have to keep my finger on there, and that's where I'm going to have to put the sellotape round. This is why I'm saying to you, maybe sellotape is better than the glue, because if you're going to use the glue, you might find yourself sitting there for a wee while singing a song, keeping it still, you know, maybe do the bird, quack, 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 and all that. You might find yourself having to hold it for a wee while. But, you know, as I say, if you've got sellotape, all the better. But as I say, if you want to use glue, fine. Again, if you've got a clothespin, put the clothespin on, clamp it on. Why not? We've got time. Yeah, that'll do. So, anyway, getting distracted here. Get the sellotape. We're going to put the sellotape over here to keep it all together. So, we're going to go in the middle, round to hold it on. And I'm going to turn it round. I'm going to do the same to the other side, because I only cut the sellotape 2 inches thick. Now, 2 inches long, sorry. I haven't done longer bits of sellotape because it's really fiddly to get it through if it's longer. It's like when I used to do sewing, embroidery, and my granny used to shout at me if I cut off a long length to put on the thread, on the needle, and then it would get all knotted up, and she would shout at me for that because I took too long a thread. That's why, so it's the same for the sellotape. Right, here we go. I have stuck it together. You see that? So now we've got our wee wing shape, our belly, and our tails. Now, up to you if you want your bird details to go up the way or down the way. We're just going to, I want mine to go down the way, so I'm just using my hands to kind of fold them down, roll them down a bit. Now, they're a bit square, as you can see. So I'm going to make them a bit more feathery shaped. See that one? So we're basically trying to get an edge at the end. Triangle it. So I'm just going to cut there. Apologies if you hear the phone beeping there. It's my husband's phone. It's very ever going off. There we go. Mine decided to run out of battery. Not useful when you're trying to film yourself. Right, here we go. So, trimming away, trimming away, trimming away, trimming away, trimming away, trimming away, trimming away to get my wee feathers. There we go. Oh, it's trying to fly away without its head. There we go. Right, so we've got body, wee wing, tails. What am I missing? We need a head. We need a head for our little birdie. So remember that fourth bit that we had. This fourth bit here. Right. We are going to have to roll this one up again. So pen, pencil, you know, knitting needle, whatever. Roll we go, we roll, we roll, we roll, we roll, we roll, we roll. All the way down, there we go. We've rolled it. Let it go so it loosens up a bit. And we take the pen out. There we go. Right. Now, we're going to slightly unroll it, unfurl it, unfurl it. Find the end. Now, we need to make the eye. Right. Now, see this? This might be the trickiest part. Okay? I admit that now. If you can do it, fine. If you can't, don't worry about it. As long as you've got a head and a beak, it'll be fine. It doesn't really need to have an eye. So what I'm going to do, I've got my sellotape ready. That's important to have the sellotape ready for this bit. Right, as I say, or the glue, whatever. So all I'm going to do at the end there, I'm going to roll it down, roll it to try and make a small section for an eye. Right, I'm going to move your fingers because it's difficult to see that. Right, so that's going to be the wee eye bit. Now what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to tape this bit to this bit and go over the back as well. So I'm going to get a bit of sellotape, up and over and down, up and over and down. I'm going to squash it, make sure it's stuck on. Right, you see that? And I'm going to put another bit of tape on there just to make sure that that doesn't move. in it goes, up and over, round it goes. Now, you may notice here, I'm not very perfect, am I? Right, I've got bits cutting over. Oh, scissors, trim that off. Oh dear, can't have that. No, can't have that. Right, right, that's a bit better now. Right, so that's going to be our eye. So now we need to roll this up again. So we're rolling it this time, we're just going to use our fingers. That's why we've already used the pen to roll it round, so it should be easier for us to roll it again. So we're rolling it, trying to keep it a bit loose. Now we're only trying to make a head for our bird. Now this time, we're going to leave a length. Now it's not for the tail this time, it's going to be for the beak. What I need us to do, this part, we're going to fold it in on itself. Okay, so what I've done there, folded it down, and I'm going to pinch the top so we get a good crease, a nice sharp crease, because that's going to be the tip of our beak. Right, don't worry if this is unfurled, of course it has. Hey, oh dear, you need to be an octopus sometimes. Right, roll it back up, come on wee birdie, come on birdie, let's go. You need a head. We're rolling it up, roll it up, roll it up, roll it up. Right, now we're getting somewhere, you see this? Right, we're getting somewhere here. Now it might all unfurl, don't worry about it, right? Right, honestly, you will get the hang of this. As I say, you can pause this at any time, you can keep doing this. The more you make of these things, the easier it gets and the quicker it gets. Set yourself a challenge, okay? Try the different papers. If it doesn't work with one kind of paper, try a different kind of paper. Try a thinner bit of paper or try a thicker bit of card. See whatever works for you. Now, back to our wee birdie. We've got our beak, we've got our head, we've got our eye. We've got a flappy bit. This is the next bit that we need to stick down. So we're going to need our sellotape or again our glue. If you're gluing it, glue under there, hold it down and do we sing. Right? You're going to have to hold it for a while if it's glued to make sure that it stays down. If you're using the card, Pritt stick might not work. You might find that the Pritt stick will be a bit... you might be there a while, basically. You might need to use stronger glue like the... You might need that. Right, anyway, so the sellotape's done the job. I'm just going to make sure I've got another bit on there just to make sure it's properly stuck down. Right, come on you wee so-and-so. Right, I'm just trying to unroll it again. Right, now this one, what brand? I forgot to put my sellotape down there as well. Now that originally looked like I had a big beak there, did you notice that? And then what's happened when I let it go, it's turned into a tiny wee beak. See that? This tiny wee beak here, that was a lot bigger. I think it's because I've used the card, so it's opened out on itself. If you were using paper, it probably wouldn't do that. So I think it's because I've used the card. But it doesn't bother me because you get some birds that have wee beaks, you get some birds that got big beaks. Yeah, these things happen. So now, we have a head, we have a beak. We need to attach one head to the body. Now you see where I'm getting here. Look at that. Right? Tweety, hello, Tweety bird. So we need to attach head to body. Again, if you're using the glue, you're going to be holding it a wee while again. Close peg it on. You could leave it. You know, put the glue on, put the close peg on it, leave it at the side, make another one. You know, you might have a few close pegs. I've only found one. So I could only do one at a time. But, you know, that's why I'm using sellotape. But, as per usual, I've ran out of sellotape. Back we go, find the end of the blinking sellotape. I didn't put my end bit on. So, you know what this bit's like. Here, got it. Right. Didn't panic. Oh, I couldn't get a job on Blue Peter. Right, here we go. Bit off. Oh, it's falling down. Bit off. Bit off. Sorted. Right. Now again, let me have a wee think. Again, I think I'm going to make it thinner. You know, I'm going to trim it up lengthways to make it thinner again, just to make it easier for me. Uh-oh. Right, there we go. I'm just going to stick it onto the sellotape this time, you know, just so I know where it is, because... Can you believe the sun stopped shining? Look at this, that's unbelievable, this. Right, this other bit. Get it on there, come on you. Oh, I kind of stuck to my scissors, but anyway, you get the gist. It came off eventually. So I'm going to attach head to the body. And unfortunately, the way that's worked, I can't mind which way around it went. That's an eye there. That's the eye there. There it is. There's the eye. Right, so I want to attach that to here. Okay? So I'm going to go through here and through here with the sellotape. So we're going to go tricky to try and get you to see it. This is why it's easier if I'm there. So we'll get there. Right, what I'll do, move this out of the way, hold the head. Right, we're going to hold the head. Right, so I'm going to go in the bottom of the head. Right, put my finger in there to make sure it's well and truly stuck in. Right, I'm going to put it where I want it to be on my bird. I'm going to take my sellotape and I'm going to go underneath into the belly of the bird. Oh, and its head's going to fall off. Right, up and over it goes, in it goes. Right, that's the first bit attached. See that? Ta-da! Now I'm going to do it again. Same thing again. Just to reinforce it really, because this is carved. As I say, if it's the paper, you might be alright. You might just need the one bit of sellotape. But because I've used the thicker, the craft card, it's misbehaving itself. Typical, isn't it? Right, so here we go. We now have one bird. See that? With its eye here, its beak, body, wing, and its tail. Sorted. Isn't that great? So we've got one bird. You've got lots of scrap paper. You now know how to do it. I've shown you how to make it. Okay, as I say, you can pause this video, rewind it, go back to the beginning, see how it's done, repeat it again, okay? And see how many you can make out of any colour. They can be absolutely any colour at all. As I say, I've got a green one. I've got the orange one we've just made out of card. I've got ones made out of scrap newspaper. There's the wee ones there. I've made one out of white. There's a bigger one. Look at that one. Whoa! That's like a magpie. That's the magpie that's been stealing the bits out of my baskets. That's that one. Then what we're going to do, if you find a bit of twine or wool, string, whatever, I've got good old garden twine. What we can do is we can thread it through. So I'm going to cut a bit off. There we go. Thread through. I'm going to go through its head. You could go through its belly, mind you. Go through its belly. No, I'll go through its head. Maybe easier. Through the head. Up it goes. Right. And there's our wee birdie. There. I'm just going to tie it tighter here, I think. So I'm just going to go round my fingers. Come here, you. Come on, birdie. You might be able to hear the magpies out the back. That's them stealing the stuff just now. Yes, I can hear them shouting. Right. They know it's nearly tea time. There we go. There's one birdie. You see it? There it is. So it's on our string. So what we can do then is you can make many of them and hang them up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to carry on making some as well. At the end of this video, there's going to be wee photographs that you'll see of the ones that I've finished and how I've displayed them to give you an idea of what you can do. Okay? And then hopefully you'll have made quite a few. You can stick them onto your windows, hang them up onto using the window handle, or if you've got a pin above it, hang it off of that, or just good old fashioned sellotape onto the window. That'll be fine. Or you could just sit them, they might stand nicely, see that? Wee standing wee birdie, can you see it? Wee standing. Right, so they might actually stand, depending what you've made them out of. So you could even stand them on the windowsill, if you don't want to stick them onto the actual window. Right, so you can make a wee gang, a wee flock of them, a wee flock of birdies, and put them on the windowsill. So I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope it's been good. And we'd love to see any pictures that you've done. Send them to us, there'll be a link after this. So thanks everyone, stay safe, keep smiling. Bye for now.